Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well. We are in a new week, and as I said yesterday during the live, it could be a real decisive week. A week to see finally a new face in La Continassa, a new face, the first signing of Juventus for 22-23, because we all need that enthusiasm to forget what just happened in 21-22. Mamma mia, can be a decisive week. Will we see a player of Juventus, yes or no? We'll try to discover it in that video, because we will have to speak about a lot of things. Yes, is it Monday? Yes, there are still some football, not anymore with clubs, but now with the national teams, because you know that there is the last game of Chiellini with the Italian national Azzurri, but then there will also be some games of Nations League around Europe where we can still enjoy some football before a well-deserved holiday. We will start, my friends, with Mercato, with so many names: Di Maria, Pogba, but also Muriel, and so on and so on. Remain on the channel, put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel, and by the way, I really want to thank you, because yesterday during the live we have hit 18,000 Juventini on the channel. This is simply amazing. Thank you. This is a honor, my friends. We don't stop here, because the next target, of course, it's 20,000. When will we reach it? Before Serie A 22-23. This is what I really wish. We continue after the intro. We start immediately, without too much blah blah. We open the Italian front pages with Corriere dello Sport, who is speaking about Lukaku that is pushing Dybala to Mourinho. Yes, because Inter, they really want to have Lukaku back, or maybe it's probably Lukaku that really wants to go back to Inter. But if he goes back, of course, the salary, all that money, they will it will be gone, and they will not be possible anymore to sign Paulo Dybala. That in that case will not have a lot of options anymore. Maybe Chelsea, maybe Mourinho. Mourinho is really pushing for Paulo Dybala. My friends, remain on the channel, especially at the end of the video if we have a bit more time, because I will try to do something new, a bit of rush news about what the other teams of Serie A are doing to reinforce them. But seeing that page, I also want to speak about Monza. Monza is the last team that is joining Serie A. Yesterday in the playoff, they have beaten Pisa 4-3 in a really crazy game. 4-3, Monza for the first time in Serie A. They exist since 1912, so it's a really historical club. They made it to Serie A. And yesterday we had also Berlusconi, the president of Monza, we know it, ex-president of Milan, that said that he was super proud, super happy that he made history, and he said, now that we are here, we want to win the Scudetto, and we want to enter Champions League, and we also want to win the Champions League. Mamma mia. Pay attention. Today, on the 30th of May 2022, it looks really ridiculous, but if we know what he did with Milan in the past, when he took over Milan, with Berlusconi, pay attention, everything is possible. So who will be the 20 teams that will play 22-23 in Serie A? All the usual ones, except of Cagliari, Genoa, and Venezia, that are relegated in Serie B. Instead of them, we have three other teams. Cremonese of Fagioli, will he be there or not? We don't know, but Cremonese. And then we have Lecce, historical club also, that also is juggling between Serie A and Serie B. And then we have, as I said, Monza, three clubs. We continue with Gazzetta dello Sport, who is speaking about Milan. We will go away of that news. We will focus on Chiellini. Chiellini that is saying, my dear Juventus, I will go away, but I promise you that I will come back. He will play his last game with Italy versus Argentina, a new game that is actually facing the winner of South America with the winner of Europe. Messi versus Chiellini. He's saying it's sign of destiny. He's saying that he needs also to live a bit of a moment with less pressure, going away in USA, playing there, being a bit more chill, and then focus as being and starting to be a manager of Juventus, because he's saying that the role of manager is also really exhaustive, and that's what he needs. Speaking about Bonucci, he said he will actually live what I have lived when Buffon went away from Juventus. That means that yes, I'm happy and honored to be the captain, but I will miss a mentor, and that's what Bonucci will probably leave, missing a mentor, especially after Barzagli, Buffon, Del Piero, all these people have gone. Bonucci will be a bit alone, and we need a bit of leadership. Speaking about La Nazionale, today they presented their new shirt, Hey guys, a really strange shirt with quite 4 squares. What does it represent? It represents the story. 4 World Cups won by Italy. They didn't know what to choose. The last year of Puma with Italy, and they are putting actually a bit of everything to remember all the World Cup ones. The color I love with the Italian beautiful color, but the rest is really disgusting. It is what it is. So you see Chiellini, and you would tell me Beppe, but who cares, because at the end we will not play a lot of games with that shirt. Hey, pay attention, because the women will play also the Europe Cup, the European Cup with that shirt. It's a pity, but it is what it is. Let's focus on Juve now with Chiesa, Vlahovic, la coppia più bella. The most beautiful tandem of Juventus are Chiesa and Vlahovic. Who is speaking about? It's Pantaleo Corvino, the one that actually found Vlahovic when he was actually sportive director at Fiorentina. He spoke about Vlahovic and Chiesa and defining them perfection. Why? Because they are totally different but complementary. And also they have one thing that is really in common, the fact that both of the players, they have the same behaviors and attitude towards work. They are workhorses, they are never satisfied, they want to go over their limits. Something really beautiful. They have already a really great friendship, as we saw yesterday in Formula 1. They were there, Formula 1, they went there together representing Juve, especially with Federico Chiesa with the J logo on the heart. That was really beautiful, my friends. We can't wait to see them together, because it's a mix of young people that already know each other from Fiorentina, and they will do miracles at Juve. And Tuttosport is also showing what it could look like, the new Juve with the one that we know in a 4-3-3 without doing the Mercato, because they are just taking the players that are there in 21-22, but adding Pogba and Di Maria, the two names that are the closest to Juventus, with Chiesa, Vlahovic and Di Maria in a 4-3-3 that could be really beautiful, or going in a 4-2-3-1 with Pogba as that number 10, with Di Maria on the right, Chiesa on the left, and with Vlahovic on top. That can be also another solution. Will Pogba play as a number 10 in some games? I don't know. Probably will play in a two-man midfield, but that would be beautiful. They are announcing a beautiful news that Federico Chiesa should be there with the team at the end of August, and not playing at the end of August, but at least entering the team trainings. That would be really beautiful, because then we can hope to see him during September, maybe latest October with the team. Could be a beautiful news. But the problem is that Federico Chiesa, it's beautiful to put him in the lineups, in the starting 11, but he will not be in the starting 11 before a long time, especially if you are adding a name like Di Maria that we didn't sign yet. And that's why Gazzetta dello Sport is reporting that this week on Wednesday there will be a new meeting with the entourage of Di Maria. He's close, but it can be also a decisive one, or they don't find an agreement and it's over with Di Maria, Juve, or we sign and we can present him really soon. You know it, it's the usual one. He wants 1 year, Juventus wants to give him more than 1 year for the decreta crescita, for the law in Italy to benefit a bit of a tax. This is what they are thinking about. 8 million is the request of Di Maria. Juventus want to go a bit lower, 7 million. Guys, they are close on Wednesday, decisive meeting. They already met each other a lot of times, so they know what they are speaking about. But we need to sign him, because Morata is going away. We will come back on him in a few seconds. Rabiot could leave as well, so we need some players. Not only Di Maria, but also Pogba. Tuttosport is going in the same way as Gazzetta. They are also saying Di Maria, Juve, we go ahead and we will sign. So all the Italian papers are really secure and sure. They are guarantee you guys that are waiting that these two players will be the first signings of Juventus. Pogba, no problem, is just waiting. Probably they really want to first close Di Maria and then announcing Pogba. Still speaking about Barcelona and Koulibaly, because we know that Koulibaly is also a player requested by Allegri, but Koulibaly has been proposed to Barcelona. Barcelona has an idea. It's maybe swapping Koulibaly and Pjanic, of course, paying a bit more, but Pjanic that wants to go back in Italy, he could be a Napoli player, and Koulibaly can be a defender of Barcelona. Let's see if that will happen or not. Speaking about Muriel, because Di Maria and Pogba, they are great, and we were speaking about Chiesa, but it's not enough, because everyone is leaving. Morata, Dybala, Moisken maybe, Bernardeschi, they are all going away, so we need some offensive players, and one of the ideas of Juve is Luis Muriel. Why Luis Muriel? Because it's the best ever super sub that Serie A has known since 94-95. He's amazing, and Juventus really need it if you are looking at 21-22, where Juventus only 11% of the goals came from the bench, only 6 goals in Serie A came from the bench. If we are looking at Genoa, Torino, and so on and so on, and percentage are really high. In terms of value, the most goals are from the bench are coming from Udinese, Atalanta, and Inter with 13 goals, more than double of what Juventus was offering. If you are looking at the past, since 94-95, Del Piero scored for Juventus 18 goals from the bench, followed by Iaquinta with 12, Morata 11, Dybala 8, Marco Di Vaio 8. Looking at Muriel, he never arrived in 94-95. He arrived a lot later, but he's already the top sub scorer from Serie A since 94-95 with 25 goals, equalizing Alessandro Madri. This is amazing. He can be really important for Juve because Morata will probably go. Juventus went and increased a bit the offer for Morata. They really wanted to try to keep him, proposing 20 million. Atletico Madrid said no, we want 35 maximum. We can renounce at 5 million going for 30, but not more than that. And Juventus say no. So what are we speaking, guys? To finish the video, we're speaking about the other teams as well, because Inter are looking to renew the team. They are obliged to cash in. We know that they have some financial difficulties, and they are looking to say goodbye to Bastoni, a real young talent, maybe one of the most talented Italian defenders, said also by Giorgio Chiellini, and also De Vrij, they are thinking, or Skriniar, and so on. They are thinking to sell them, to cash in, and thinking and being linked to some players that Juventus is also linked to. Acerbi, for example, that Juve is also linked to, but also Bremer and Milinkovic. Looks like all the teams in Serie A, they are going in all the same players. Lukaku wants to come back, but first he has to make himself free from Chelsea, because if he goes back to Inter, it will be on loan with a part of the salary paid by Chelsea. And why am I speaking about that? Because if he comes back, Paulo Dybala will probably not go to Inter. Mkhitaryan will go to Inter, but Paulo Dybala, he will go to Roma or maybe to Chelsea. Let's see what will happen there. Speaking about Roma, they want to push, but they will probably not have Perisic, because Perisic is already in London to sign with Tottenham. Guys, it is what it is. Speaking about Milan is on a player that was linked a few days ago with Juve. We are speaking about Enzo Fernandez from River Plate. Great player, great midfielder, really talented, a good one that is really young, 21 years old, not really expensive. Juventus, they changed opinion. They are going for other players. They are still need to sign Paul Pogba and so on. So Milan, they are actually inserting themselves not only on Renato Sanchez but also on Enzo Fernandez. This is what I told you, my friends. They are all on the same players. It is what it is. Donnarumma, ex-Milan, he spoke to the microphones from the Ritiro of Gli Azzurri, and he said that he has no regrets of leaving Milan. They won and he was super happy for them. He has no regrets because he also won in Liga, for example, the Scudetto in France, or cups. I don't know what cups they have there in France. So he said, no, I'm not sad at all, but it was a really difficult year for me. Congratulations to Milan. He will come to Juve? No, even if he was proposed to Juve by the entourage. No, Juventus will continue with Szczesny even one more year, and then see if we will renew him or not, lowering his salary because he has a really high salary. Guys, this was it. I spoke also about the other teams. If you're still there at the end of the video, let me know what you think about having like 30 seconds, 1 minute of review of what the other teams are doing, like maybe Napoli that wants to go not only for some players that we already discussed, but also like Pjanic, but also maybe Bernardeschi. Let me know. Thank you guys. Forza Juve.